And I'm with the wonderful Bonnie Lou Fatio from Geneva, Switzerland, who is the author and founder of Age Esteem. Thank you so much for being here, Bonnie.
I'm delighted to be with you. Thank you.
Well, first of all, tell me, what is Age Esteem?
Age esteem is feeling good about yourself at the age you are today, every day. It's celebrating age instead of trying to ignore it.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you, obviously there's always a passion behind what people create, and you created this. So why did you decide to create Age Esteem?
Well, the real story is when I turned 60, I realized, and I'm this woman who has it all together. I realized I didn't want to become 60. And do you know why? I didn't want to become one of them. And you know who they are, the older generation.
But you get such great discounts.
Right? You do indeed. And you're treated as an older person getting discounts. Whereas, yes, why not have discounts? But let's celebrate our age. Let's not try to be younger. Let's not try to be something we're not. We've worked hard to become the age we are today. So no matter what your age, celebrate it. Embrace it. Make the most of it.
Well, we were talking a little bit off camera in that we were asking, who is your target market, because you're a professional speaker and you have many clients, and you said, interesting enough, you thought your clients were going to be 55 and older, but that's not what you found.
That's right. Because what I've discovered is age esteem touches everybody. I have people of 27, 29 years in the audience, as well as those who are 77. 97. I think the oldest one who let me know her age was a woman who was 97 years old and was looking for a husband. And I think that's a great story, because that's what it's all about. It's not saying, oh, I'm a certain age, life is behind me. It isn't. We're still looking for new avenues. We may be looking for new partners.
Well, let's go ahead and address them. You have two products. You have a CD and a book. So tell me about what these products are.
Well, the book is a real pick-me-up. This is tips and techniques as to how to feel good about yourself. How to feel good about yourself, and especially to feel good about your age. Because that's what it's all about. Not letting age be a barrier, but having that positive attitude, moving forward, looking into the future, feeling dynamic and vital, and contributing positively to the world that we live in. And the audio CD is made up of inspirational messages. Some of them may make you laugh, others may bring a tear to an eye, and each of them ends with a challenge. And what's interesting is people who have put this in their car, for instance, and listen to it regularly will tell me, you know, Bonnie, when I listen to this, every time I hear that challenge, I answer it differently. So it's something that's dynamic, it's something that's ongoing, because as we age, we also are dynamic and ongoing. We're not static. We're changing day by day.
Well, you were telling me that you've traveled all around the world and interviewing people, and there are certain aspects that you find consistent. Can you share with our audience what those are?
Yes, because they're rather unexpected, because you think more of finance and you think of health. But what I'm learning from people is what I call the 3 I's. Being felt that they are invisible, like they're not even seen. They're incompetent. Nobody is coming after them for their advice and their expertise like they did before. And feeling insignificant, as though they just don't count. And these are very, very serious. And that's why age esteem is so important, because the answer to all 3 of these is in our mind and in our heart. It's the attitude that we have and the way that we live with that attitude.
Okay, so I want to really get into some how-to tips, and I was telling you that I believe that no matter what age you're at, there are days, and I've shared with you, that I've felt incompetent, I felt insignificant, not worthy, and at my age. So how do we start right now to start implementing and using these tools so that we can feel good? Because I know when we feel good, we can help and be the best around other people to bring out the best in them.
Could I just give you 3 quick tips?
Yeah, please.
First of all, I think it's really important to ask yourself the question, why? Why am I afraid of whatever this is that is relating to age? And to really look at that fear, give it a name. You know, make it your friend. It's like taming an animal. Get to know it, because, you know, when you get to know somebody and you give it a name, and I say give it a name that is similar to whatever name you might, well, a name that actually relates to the fear, like lack of confidence.
Okay.
Call your fear lack of confidence, and then you're able to deal with it. You're able to talk to it, and you're able to dominate it. Secondly, and I think this is really important, is to take the spam out of your language. And I say put in a spam filter for the thoughts that you're thinking and the words that you're saying out loud. For instance, oh, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
And immediately change that around. Make it a positive. You may not even think of that as a negative, oh, I wish, but it is. You're telling yourself you can't. So turn that into a positive. Oh, wow, I could do that. I can do anything I set my mind to. Or I had a great one in a workshop I was doing. This one woman said, oh, I'm so fat. And I said, well, how can you turn that around? And another woman who literally was terribly overweight gets up and she says, you could say you're sensuous. And I said to her, I said, well, could you show us what you would look like if you were saying I'm fat? And she came up and she showed us what she'd look like. And, oh, you didn't want to be like that at all. And then she showed us what she'd be like if she were sensuous. And it was amazing because, and I think it's a good illustration, when we change the spam, take out the spam, and turn it into positive language, we're changing not just our thoughts, but our body movements, how we gesture, and the image we put across to others. And the third tip would be to share your significance. You know you have talents. You know that you have special gifts, experience, knowledge, know-how, savoir-faire, savoir-être, that you can share with others. And I say recognize that and go out and share it. Either volunteer, work to help some organization where you can actually share your significance. And with that, I guarantee, even just those 3 tips, you're going to feel much better about who you are and the person that you are.
Well, seriously, when you were going through all this, I'm starting to feel a little taller, and I'm standing up a little straighter. I'm feeling really good. Well, thank you so much for sharing your expertise, and I see the love and the passion. If there's anything that you'd like to close with to get our audience to feel good in their own skin today, or wherever age that they are at, what would you like to say to them?
I would say just celebrate the person you are, because you're beautiful. All you have to do is to believe it. And if you go on esteemateveryage.com, there's even a free ebook to help you get a kickstart.
I love that. Thank you so much, Bonnie. So check
Oh,
Bonnie
thank
out.
you.
Start feeling good today. Get started. Go on to our website. Check out our book and audio program. We'll see you.